Hello again, welcome back to Saturday's vlogs. On Monday, Sel actually posted a very good question, which really got me thinking, which doesn't really happen a lot, but it did get me thinking. I think the question was, would your 12-year-old self be proud of who you are or would be happy with who you are at the moment? This really got me thinking because that made me realise just how much I've changed since I was 12 years old. Because when I was about 12, well, any time from when I was born up until I was 12, I was the shyest little kid in the entire universe. You know, the ones that would just sort of like sit in the corner and people would just sort of like leave them be and then just sort of maybe sat in the corner all turtle-like. Yeah, that was me. And I think I've really changed now because I always used to wear black. I never used to dare to wear colours. I never used to do anything like that. However, I've realised that now I just love colour and I love being different and I love being just completely myself. However, I am so pleased that I finally got out of that whole shyness rut because it was just ridiculous. I know it was painful for my mum as it was, trying to take me out places. I'd be like, no, I can't go. So I don't know what happened, but I think my 12-year-old self would actually be pretty proud of me for getting out of that horrible little rut. However, obviously, what I used to do as a child was I was always obsessed with animals, absolutely obsessed with animals. And you know what? I haven't changed that much in that regard because I am still absolutely obsessed with animals. I can't watch nature documentaries though because they gross me out too much. They always used to be fine. I mean, because when I was in Australia for a bit, they always were, they'd show, like, if there was a tiger going after a gazelle, even though they're not in the same continent, a lion going after a gazelle, you'd see the lion get the gazelle, but you wouldn't see anything else. You'd just see them go down and be like, oh, okay, lion ate the gazelle. But now you see it, like, ripping it apart, so I'm a bit like, okay, stop it. I think that, where was I going with this? Basically, I used to be absolutely obsessed with animals as a child, and I still am. I still go to the zoo pretty much weekly. I did a national diploma in animal management before going on to stage management, which is people management, which is actually pretty much exactly the same thing. But I really think that I have changed an awful lot. However, the great thing is I have managed to stay roughly the same along the lines of keeping my childlike stupidity and childlike humour, really. I never want to grow up in that sense because you've got to know when to have fun and when to be serious. And I think I've got a good balance. A lot of the time, about 90% of the time, I will be stupid and I will pull pranks and I will say inappropriate things and all the rest. Because that's what life's about. You're meant to have fun and you're meant to just spread joy. That's what you're meant to do. But obviously there are times when you have to be serious. However, that being said, I am still collecting childlike things then and now, still doing it. Many people would say childlike, I say awesome! So I'm still doing that. I am still very much the same person but very much different at the same time. It's quite a weird situation. Because when I was... Okay, here's a story. When I was 10, my father... No, not when I was 10, when I was 8, my father sadly passed away. And I think I had a lot to do with it. Because at that point, you know, that was obviously the lowest point of my life. But I think from that point on, I started to realise, it took a good number of years, but I started to realise that you can't waste life. You can't sit around being boring. You can't sit around not having fun. You can't waste that time because it is so precious and so. If you want to do something, you go and do it. Okay, if that thing you want to do costs you money, okay, find a way to do it. Find a way to do it. Raise the money. You want to go and be a voice actress? Okay, find a college where you can learn vocal techniques. Or you want to be an actress, you go and get into drama college. You go and get into drama school. And if you really put your mind to it, you can absolutely do anything. And from that point on, I think I've also liked to challenge myself. Because I think the first time was really sort of like trying to get into uni was like the first time that I really challenged myself. And I found out that people really wanted me. Every uni I applied for accepted me. And that was brilliant. And then, you know, once I did that, and I sort of thought, well, I've done that challenge, what do I want to do now? Oh, drama school's really hard to get into. I'll do that. I don't want to do drama, but I want to do stage management. So I did that. And now my challenge to myself is to run a friggin' marathon. Why? I hate running. I don't know. But yeah, even as a 12-year-old, I was always challenging myself and always trying to better myself. And I don't know. So my big message from this is, I'm not sure if my 12-year-old self would be happy with who I am. Well, I think... No, I'm not sure if she would be, because if I had said to my 12-year-old self, oh, you're going to go and do stage management, you're going to have to look after a whole load of actors and other technical crew, she would have gone, that's boring. And it's true, to other people it may be boring, but... So I'm not sure if my 12-year-old self would be happy with me, grown up being 21, but you know what, 21-year-old me is pretty damn happy with who I've turned out to be. You've got to spread joy. That's the main purpose in life. You have to make yourself happy. If you're not happy, how are you meant to inspire others and get others to be happier? I see so many grumpy people when I walk around London. That's one bad thing about living in London. You see how many grumpy ass people there are. And you just feel like going, your life isn't that bad. Oh, I work in an office. Okay, what do you want to do? Well, I want to work with animals. Well, go do it. Go do it. There's no point being depressed. I think that's my main point that I'm trying to get here. It's probably gone on a massive friggin' tangent, but that's my main point of the week. I was actually going to do a whole skit about me talking to my 12-year-old self, and I may still do that actually, but it just sort of, I didn't get time, because obviously I only finished the last vlog on Monday, so I didn't really have time. I do have like a semi-script thing going on, so I could always film it for next week. But that was my rant, well, not rant for the week, my inspiration, inspiration for the week. So you go, be happy, and just, you know what, I set you a challenge. If you, for this entire week coming up, if you ever feel like negative thoughts coming on, think of something happy. Immediately go, oh, okay, shit's happened. What's the good thing to come out of this? This is the big thing now, and I find I still have to do this in everyday life and in my working life. Okay, shit's happened. A, can you sort it out? If the answer is yes, then don't worry about it. If the answer is B, no, I can't sort it out and fix it, then don't worry about it. You know, it's a big cycle here, just don't worry. If you can fix it, do it. If you can't, meh. So what? So what? So go, be happy. Mwah. You're cute, and I will see you next Saturday. Bye!